Great, it's 8 o'clock. Welcome to night 2 of FRS Chanu-casts. These are our virtual community, an opportunity for people who are part of FRS, both near and far, to join with a bigger community to light the Hanukkah candles. Last night you lit with Rabbi Miriam, and tomorrow night will be hosted by John Friedman and his wife Rebecca, and guests from around the shul. Tonight we are going to light the second candle, but before we do that, I wanted to take a minute to answer a question that's often asked about Hanukkah. And the question is this: why do we use a shamash? Why do we use this candle to light the other candles when we might as well use a match? After all, what's the difference? And to answer that question, we need a bit of historical context, because the menorah that this Chanukiah is based on stood in the temple, in the sanctuary of the temple. Now, in the sanctuary of the temple, in the time that the temple stood, the sanctuary wasn't a place where everyone could go. In fact, it was only a place where the high priest could go. So the high priest tended to the menorah and every day refilled the oil so that the candles could burn. But lighting a menorah is not something only a high priest can do. In fact, it's something anyone could do. So we have a bit of a paradox, because we have something everyone can do, but the thing isn't in a place where everyone can do it. Anyone can light the menorah, but the menorah is only in a place where the high priest can go. And an answer to this comes by way of a story from the Lubavitcher Rebbe, who talks about the solution of the long pole. The pole allowed people to light the menorah from where they were. Knowing the pole stood in a place that they could not get to themselves, they were still able to light it from where they were. And he talked about the place that the menorah stood being a symbol of something, of a higher spiritual place perhaps. So although they stood in a place and were lighting a candle in a place they could not go to, the candle or the long pole symbolizes a place they could be. So too for us, the shamash symbolizes bridging the gap between the place that we're in and the place that we could be in. If we were back in those temple days, we could not have held or lit the menorah ourselves because we would not be high priests, but we could hold the pole to light the candles in the sanctuary. And I wonder how similar being part of a community on a live stream is to this metaphor of the long pole, because there's something about being present, even if you can't be directly in the place the holy thing is happening, that's quite important. That even though the people in the courtyard of the temple could not get to reach the Hanukkah itself, they were able to illuminate the candles by way of the long pole. And just like those people, we are able to light the candles together wherever we are in the world by way of our long pole, of our Google Hangout that we're on this evening. So as we go to light the candles together, I want to take a moment to recognize the power of that community that isn't always present, but does always make an effort to be present, to take part in holy moments from wherever they are, knowing that that place, that sanctuary, that holy space isn't always a place we can get to quickly, but it isn't necessarily a place we can't be. And so the paradox of the religious act that anyone could perform, but not everyone can be in that place, is bridged in the story of Hanukkah by the candle, and in our story tonight, by everyone here being present together to light the candles. So as we move to light the Hanukkah candles, I refer you to, if you're on Google, if you're on the Google stream, there is a link to a virtual Chanukiah and also to the FRS sheet with the Hanukkah blessings on it. It's the second night, and so we will light 2 candles. So if you want to take a minute to find the blessings for yourself, either underneath the YouTube page, or I think they're on the left of the Google stream, and I'll give you a minute to do that. And then we will light the candles together, acting as one giant shamash for our communal Chanukiah. Oops. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shekidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שעשה ניסים לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. מה עוצו ישועתי לך נאה לשבח תיקום בית תפילתי ושם תודה נזבח לתשביט מטבח נצם נבח אז אגמור בשם מזמור חנוכת המזבח אז אגמור בשם מזמור חנוכת המזבח. Chanukah Sameach. Thank you for joining us again for the second night of Chanukah. For those of you who weren't there at the beginning of the stream, the story that I told, the story of the long pole and the paradox of a holy place and a holy act that only a few people are, or in this case, one person are in the place to perform, was told to me by Rabbi Paul Kipnis. And I will post a link to his article, to his blog about this story, which you'll be able to find in the comment section below and on the video afterwards. Tomorrow night's stream will be hosted at Cantor Zoe Jacobs's by John and Rebecca Friedman and also some other members of our community. If you would like to take part in the stream, we have the opportunity this weekend. If you would like to appear as a little box below this video, lighting your Chanukiah and sharing your Chanukah with the community, that's possible. All you need to do is email me on youtheducator@frsonline.org with your Gmail account, and I will send you an invite during the stream for you to join us and light with us. On Friday night, there is no Chanu-cast. We will be together with the community on the FRS live stream as usual. So thank you very much for joining us. Chanukah Sameach, and have a great evening. Good night.